One of the first things you realize when you start making music and you start trying to make it sound good is that you can't just leave all the volume faders at 0. Part of the song building process is making room in the arrangement for other sounds. You have to turn some sounds down, you have to turn other sounds up. And essentially that's what mixing is, right? You are adjusting all the different sounds so that they all harmonize and they all sound good together, and you hear all the little intricacies that you want to hear. But before you can do that, you really need a nice balanced platform to take off from. And that's what we're going to get into in this video. I'm going to show you track by track how to make sure that what you hear is the same level and not what your DAW is showing you. Let's get into it. So we'll go ahead and just hit X, bring up the mixer. This section right here is your plugin chain, and at the very top, so right now I've got the channel EQ plugin there. Right above that little white line that appears, we're going to add a gain, just a standard stock Logic plugin, and then right below that, the VU meter. And this is from TB Pro Audio. I'll have a link below in the description. It's free. It's very easy to set up. Okay, so what do you need a VU meter for? What it does is it shows you how loud the sound is to you. It's showing the average. So your level meter in your DAW shows you the peak digital as quickly as it can, and you see the spikes and it's moving around all the time. And this does all of those things as well, but this is showing the average. So this one, unlike the peak digital, which cannot go above 0 dB, this can and frequently does. And essentially what that means is when your tracks are that loud at the very top of the plugin chain, all of the plugins that receive that sound are getting overloaded. So you want to bring that volume down. You want to bring the average volume down to 0 dB so it's not getting crushed into each one of the plugins. It kind of brings out a little bit more clarity and helps make the mixing job at the end way easier because everything suddenly sounds more balanced because everything's set to the same volume. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just add those 2 plugins to the top of every track in the song. Let's start with the guitar. We're going to listen to it and see where it shows up on the VU meter. Now, a note about this. I tend to go through this stage when my songs are already balanced. Like as I'm arranging the song, I'm moving the faders, I'm panning tracks left and right. I'm not changing any of that. I'm going through and balancing all the sounds out after that's done. You can do it in the beginning when you first add the tracks to the song. You can do it now. You can do it at any point really, as long as you do it before you actually start mixing. Let's just go ahead and hit play on this. And this track's coming in pretty quiet, so we'll just bump it up a little bit.
I got a lot to say, baby.
Looks like around 3.
I got a lot to
So
say.
I'm gonna reset the VU meter, play it again. And that's okay, like I said, it can go above. We just want the average to be around 0, and this actually looks like it might need a little bit more than that. Let's just do 3.5. I'm gonna repeat that same step, listening to different parts of different tracks throughout the whole song until I have each track average at 0 dB. So I'm going to run through that real quick.
It'll never work.
So immediately I ran into a track that I increased the gain to get the VU meter to read 0 dB, and now my piano is too loud. Go ahead and fix those things immediately. Just bring the track fader back. It's not going to be a 1-to-1. Just listen to it. Pull it back to where it was. If you're curious, just turn off the gain plugin. What did it sound like before? Pretty quiet. Now. And there we go. Look at the bass. 11.1 just right out of the gate. So we'll just back that off by like 9. Reset this.
I've run through every scenario that we could end up in, and then I come up with 100 reasons why it'll never work out, 'cause I'll probably fuck it all up, and why I should walk away.
All right, that that's pretty much it. At that point, I'm going to go back through and I'm going to listen to the whole song one or two more times. I'm going to tweak my faders a little bit. If I missed anything, I'll go through and touch that. And then for the last step, I'll add a gain plug-in on the stereo out, switch that to mono, and then listen to the whole song one more time and make sure nothing, is poking through. Well, give it a try in your next song and let me know if it helped out in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.